This is Tank's Vlog, May 16th, wrapping up day in sports. On his own, LeBron is alone. On his own, nobody is helping. It's not easy when you're facing the team in green. Yes, that's right, the Boston Celtics took everything LeBron James could throw at him. Triple-double, 42 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists, and they still won Game 2. Still undefeated at home. 2-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference Finals, as the series will be moving to Cleveland for the next 2 games. Now, the Cavs also got a nice game from Kevin Love. 22 points, 15 boards. But everyone else... everyone else was standing around. It was hysterical. I mean, LeBron and Kevin Love should just look at the rest of the team and says, "Any moment, guys. Any little help, please." And nobody had a worse game than J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith had exactly the same amount of points tonight in Boston that I had. And I was in Belleville. That's a big 0. So let's count up how many points J.R. Smith scored tonight. 0. Oh. 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 One thing for sure. LeBron might be going out of Cleveland. If LeBron's back, I don't think J.R. Smith's anywhere near Cleveland town next year. He has been brutal this postseason. And boy, you're an NBA player. How do you score 0 points? And Tristan Thompson wasn't much better at 3 points. I mean, it was a bad night. If your name wasn't Love or LeBron, it was a bad night. Tristan Thompson had 8 points. George Hill had 3 points, and these are starters. These are starters who scored. Other than James and Love, the rest of the starters of the Cavaliers scored a combined 11 points. You can't win playing 2-on-5 basketball. And the Celtics had no one had a big game. Nobody had a big game for the Boston. Jaylen Brown scored 23 points. That was it. That was the most. Everyone else, they had 6 players in double digits. Marcus Smart had 11 points off the bench. Baines had 9 points off the bench. And it was just team basketball. The type of... The brilliance of Brad Stevens to mix and match this team just at the right moment. It's awe-inspiring how the Celtics are playing. It's incredible. These are games they should not be winning, and they're winning. And can you imagine this team next year if they stay healthy? Who's going to beat them? They might win this year. Who knows? It's crazy. NHL, Washington came home with a 2-0 lead. They're feeling good about themselves. This is our year. And then it became ding, 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 ding. As Tampa Bay won 4-2. The Lightning got a big game from Andrei Vasilevsky, who made 36 saves, and Victor Hedman had a goal and 2 assists. And now the pressure is really going to be on the Capitals in Game 4. They can't win the first 2 in Tampa and then blow the next 2 at home if they expect to go to the Stanley Cup Final. That's where the pressure is. This is where Washington has failed in the past. Every time you think that they're going to do something big, they're up 2-0. And no team's blown 2-0, 3-1 series leads more than the Washington Capitals. And if they lose Game 4, there's no way they're going to Tampa and winning Game 5. I mean, they might be able to force a Game 7 and might get lucky there, but they can't afford to lose Game 4. Otherwise, it's going to be shrinky-dinks once again. Baseball, Mets returned home and broke out the lumber for a change. 12 runs, big game for Juan Lagares. A Ahmed Rosario actually broke out of his slump. Devin Mazarosco hit a home run. Nice game. Noah Syndergaard was ordinary with his performance. Only went 5 innings. He's got to get better. He's got to get better at putting batters away. I don't know what it is this year. I mean, he got the win, but he could have been better. He could have been better. Yankees and Nationals were suspended after 5 innings with rain. Games tied 3-3. So, we'll see what happens when the game resumes tomorrow. They'll be playing basically a doubleheader, half a doubleheader, as this crazy 2-game series that the Yankees and Nationals and Mets and Blue Jays are playing. Rangers and Mariners are battling late into the night, tied 8-8. A lot of pitching there today. It was the Astros 5-3 winners over the Angels. The Reds' winning streak came to an end at the hand of the Giants, 5-3. The Padres won 4-0. Big start for Jordan Lyles. The Pirates blanked the White Sox 7-0. It was the Tigers' 9-8 winners over the Indians. The Athletics got a home run from Stephen Piscotty as the return from grieving his mother's funeral there, and helped the A's beat the Boston Red Sox 5-3 at Fenway Park. The Dodgers continue to absolutely play terrible baseball. Right now, they're only 1 game better than the Miami Marlins, who beat them today 4-2. What is going on in L.A.? Do you believe the Dodgers are now in last place? I just don't understand what's happened to the Dodgers. It was the Cubs 3-2 winners over the Braves. The Twins beat the Cardinals 4-1. It was the Rays 6-5 winners over the Royals. The Diamondbacks edged the Brewers 2-1. And there was a rainout between the Orioles and Phillies in a rematch of the 1983 World Series. Today's 3 stars are Victor Hedman with a goal and 2 assists. LeBron James with that big triple-double in a losing effort. Jordan Lyles, who went 7 innings, in 7 and 3rd inning, allowing just 1 hit and 10 strikeouts, as the Padres blanked the Rockies. Today's birthday shout-out goes to one of the best clutch pitchers of all time, who finally got into the Hall of Fame this year, Jack Morris, turning 63. And then we take a look back to 1957. His name was Billy. He was a Yankee. Him and his teammates decided to go out for the night in Manhattan at a great nightclub where they had a show every other night at the Copacabana. The Yankees got into a tussle at the Copa. Check out the story below at Barstool Sports, where you get the full story, and at Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. And don't forget, we'll be dropping a new episode of Allow Me to Be Frank on Wednesday. You could always buy the shirt as well. Buy the shirt. And the new episode is one of the best I think we've done. It's with Paul LaDuca. We talk about gambling and horse racing. Nice little preview of the Preakness Stakes that's coming up this week. So check out Allow Me to Be Frank. This is a great, great episode. You will not be disappointed. And just remember, the Yankees at the Copa. One of the great stories of all time. It actually ended up getting Billy Martin traded. Good day.